Bonjour, bonsoir. This is Avali Storm. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about why Jennifer Lopez is flopping. Let's get into it. Well, as everybody knows, Jennifer Lopez's album is out. This Is Me Now, and it's not getting very good reviews. For the most part, it only sold 14,000 copies in the first week, and it literally disappeared off of Billboard. So, is it just because it's not a great album, or does it have more to do with maybe something she's doing behind the scenes and some people that she made angry? I think it's a combination of both. Um, because now she's got to cancel some of her tour dates. She had to rebrand it, rename it to a different name. Instead of This Is Me Now Live, it's This Is Me Now Live, the greatest hits. So she had to rebrand it in order to be able to sell it to a wider group of people because the sales weren't there. And they're doing a lot of PR stuff to make her look better in the light of what's going on. Because people on TikTok have been coming out saying bad things about her, saying that she's rude and she's mean to people and she treats her staff really poorly, things of that nature. And so it's kind of like her past is catching up to her, I guess, in a way. Or maybe people are making it up. I don't know. But this is what they're saying. They're saying she's very difficult. So it could be some truth to it because if a lot of people are saying it, there's got to be a little truth to it. So her canceling some of her tour dates because she can't sell the tickets right now, it's kind of telling. So we know that she started out in the business as a fly girl. We know that she's come a long way because she's Jenny from the block, right? So we know we know that she's come a long way to where she is now. Now she's more glamorous. She's wearing very beautiful gowns and she has all the swag. So she started out as a fly girl. And I think that was a good way to get her foot in the door because she wanted to be a singer and a performer. So I guess that was like the best thing she could have done is that. And Rosie Perez is the one that got her in because initially I believe that the show, the directors and producers and all that, they didn't really think that she fit in with the other girls because she was a little bit more, they kind of body shamed her. She was a little bit more overweight, more chubby at the time, and she just didn't have the swag until they kind of like gave her the swag and she kind of lost a little bit of the weight. And I think she worked on herself and she really, really did well once she got herself together. Rosie helped to get her noticed. I think Rosie was a very instrumental person in her early part of her career, but then they stopped being friends because I think a lot of it was Rosie probably felt that Jennifer wasn't being grateful enough or she wasn't humble enough, something of that nature. And they started to have conflicts on the set of In Living Color, where Rosie would make her work a little harder. She'd, yell at her more, to get her to show some kind of humility, I guess. And Jennifer went off on her. And they started to have that argument and they went back and forth. And I think that's where the bad blood started. And every time Jennifer had an opportunity to talk about Rosie, she would say something bad about her. Every time Rosie had an opportunity to talk about Jennifer, she would say something bad about Jennifer. So it was going back and forth for a while. And I think they still don't like each other. I don't even think they really like each other to this day. I think they really don't like each other. Um, but once Jennifer got with Tommy Mottola, her career took off. He was able to help her get movie deals and record deals that nobody else could get. He knows everybody in the industry. So when she did Selena and she slayed in that, she really did well. Jennifer slayed in that role. I couldn't think of anybody else who could have done a better job. And after that, she's been doing well until this year. All of a sudden, 2024, people are coming out of the woodwork saying they hate her and they can't stand her and she's mean, she's evil, she doesn't pay for her food, she doesn't leave tips for the waiters, she just dashes and dines. I mean, a lot of allegations. And then when Ashanti came out and talked about Jennifer stealing her music, that just added to the more people that were going to hate her. Because Ashanti made it very clear that Ain't It Funny is her song, and Jennifer stole it. And then now people on TikTok, especially TikTok, they've been posting videos about it, and they're doing comparisons saying, see, this is her song, this is her song. So people don't like her because of that. And then, of course, Usher came out and spoke about it again, where Jennifer stole one of his songs, Get It Right. So now that's out there again. And so it's like this old tea is coming back to haunt her. And then when she was talking about she's Jenny from the block and she's in her 50s, people are getting tired of that too. They're like, you're too old to be talking about your Jenny from the block. So it's just like now she's getting all this hate. So, and it's one of those things that happens to all of the celebrities. Everybody gets the hate. It's almost like they have it like written in the contract. In about 5 years, you're going to be hated on and canceled. I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to do to Jennifer. They're trying to cancel her. I think that in light of all that's going on in the world, people wanted to see an evolution. And they felt like her album is just the same old stuff. She's already done this before. Same type of music. We've heard this before. And people are tired of it. They're like, they wanted something new and different. And Jennifer really hasn't changed. She's really been consistently the same. And I guess she feels like, why does she need to change the recipe? She feels wonderful the way she is. And now Natasha Ramos is coming out and talking about how her vocals are on Jennifer's album.
Problem with Jenny from the Block is that they cut my laugh, and they kept ad libs, and they turned her vocals like all the way down, and the from the Bronx part is me, and it's just you heard from Jenny from the Block at the Super Bowl on your TVs was 100% my voice. They're still using my voice to make money. Honestly, there are a lot of feelings I have not allowed myself to feel over the years. It just really hurts when people, and not just Jennifer, because I know there are, other people capitalizing off of this, making all this money, and I walked away with $3,500 for 5 songs on her album. So, there you have it. I hope that answers your question.
So yes, it does explain that it's not Jennifer's voice, it's her voice. It's Natasha's voice. So it's just how the business works, unfortunately. They get these people that have stars in their eyes, they want to be famous, they want to be a singer, they want to be a performer, and they tell them all that. So, oh yeah, we can make you into a performer, we can make you the next Janet Jackson, we can make you the next, whomever. And they blow them up into this, oh, it's going to really happen. They come into the studio, they spend time with them, get them to sing like their hearts out. And they have no intention of developing an album for that person. They're going to take those vocals and give them to someone else, which is what they did to her. And after they took her vocals and made it J-Lo, they never spoke to her again. That was it. That was it for her. That was it. She did several songs and they put them all on that album. And almost every song on that album did very, very well on the charts. It made Jennifer this really big star. So she got played. She got played by the industry. It happens. It's unfortunate that it happens like that, but it does happen. And to add insult to injury, they told her she was not pretty enough for them to back her because she asked why. I guess she was trying to figure out why she wasn't getting a deal. And they told her that. They said, oh, no, you're not pretty enough. You don't have the look that we're looking for. Sorry. And what that meant was she's too ethnic looking. They were looking for somebody that could be marketed to a white audience. And she was not looking like that, that kind of like Latina that's leaning more to the Caucasian side. When they got Jennifer, they was like, we can do something with her. We can make her look this way and that way. They gave her a whole new swag. They lightened up her hair, did different types of makeup on her, gave her these wonderful designer clothes, and they made her look like a sex symbol. So they were able to sell that to the the uh, the crossover market, as they call it. And so they basically told her, "You're not pretty enough to work with." And you know how devastating that is to tell somebody like that at that age that you don't have the looks and you're already feeling insecure anyway. Just add that on top of it. So they really played her pretty bad. And I think that's probably why she kind of like faded into the background. And, now we're hearing about it now, many years later. But another thing is, if she would have said something, she would have not been able to do anything in the industry at all. They would have totally blackballed her, as they say. And people are not feeling her because of all the things that they say she allegedly did. Um, I think it's coming back to haunt her. All that bad behavior that she was allegedly had supposed to have done is coming back. So she's trying to like connect back with her fans and bring back the whole Bennifer thing. Hey, you remember my husband Ben? Let's go back and relive that experience. You remember that experience we had together several years ago? I mean, she's trying to bring that back. I'm like, why? Nobody wants to know about you and Ben right at this point. I think it's old tea. I don't think anybody's really interested other than the hardcore fans probably want to know. But I don't see the point of it. Isn't that why they broke up before? Because too many people were in their business taking pictures, following them around and making fun of them. Wasn't that why they broke up the first time? So now they're back at it again. And now people aren't even interested at this point. And then she did a whole movie about it. It's like, honey, it's more of a passion project. This cannot be for real because it's too personal. This is not for your fans. It's for you, Jennifer. It's not for the fans. It's not. Even like the songs, it's really just about her talking about Ben and her mom. That's kind of what her album is about. It's like, honey, that's something personal. That has nothing to do with us. We don't know Ben. We don't know your mom. How are we going to connect with you on that? I've yet to understand it. Somewhere in the universe, this will make sense, but not in this universe. I don't know. I would suggest the people that are really into her watch her movie first, then listen to the album. Then it will make sense to you. Because if you just listen to the album, you're like, what? What? Why is every song a love song to her husband? I'm like, it's confusing to me. Or she's singing about her mom. It just really makes people go, what, huh? It's a personal project for her. It's a passion project. So it's not for us, it's for her. But if you watch the movie first, then you probably will like the songs a little bit better. But my rating of it, out of a 5-point scale, where 5 is the best and 1 is the worst, I give it all together. I'm not including the tour, just the movie and the songs. I give it a 3.5. And that's my final feeling on it. Sorry. It's not a bad film. The film is really nice, beautifully directed and produced. It's funny. The cinematography is excellent. The dancing is excellent. That's what pushes it up a few notches for me. But the songs by themselves, you're like, what's going on, Jennifer? We can't connect with you on this. This is your personal thing that you're going through, and that's between you and Ben. And maybe if you would have dropped it 10 years ago, it would have made more sense. But now it doesn't make sense. So everybody enjoy. Let me know what you think about it. If you heard her songs, do you like any of their songs? Which one do you not like? And tell me why. I would love to know. So sound off below and talk to you later. Bye.